Hi there. It's March 23rd and time for Proverbs 23. Let's jump over there. We're right in the middle of our 30 sayings that we're supposed to memorize and keep them ready on our lips at all times. Okay, things you're just supposed to know. Okay, and this is number 6, I believe, if I count them right. This one's important. Okay, when you sit down to dine with a ruler, carefully consider what is before you, and put a knife to your throat if you have a big appetite. Don't desire his choice food, for that food is deceptive. Right. A very important person invites you to dine with them. Could be a prospective employer. Could be the president. You need a lot. Okay. It's a test. Okay. It's always the test. Testing you out. They're going to watch how you treat the wait staff. Look at your attitude. Little things like if you season your food or salt it before even tasting it, that's going to tell them you're not open to new ideas. Okay? Everything's a test. Eat a little, talk little. Okay? It's test. We'll touch back on that. Don't wear yourself out to get rich. Stop giving your attention to it. As soon as your eyes fly to it, it disappears, for it makes wings for itself and flies like an eagle to the sky. Right. Don't. If you think about money, sooner or later, that is going to be your God. Okay? And Jesus said, you can't worship mammon and God. Okay? It's one or the other. Don't worry about money. Right? Okay. 6, 7, and 8 is the next one. Don't eat a stingy person's bread, and don't desire his choice food, for it is like someone calculating inwardly. Eat and drink, he says to you, but his heart is not with you. You will vomit out the little you've eaten and waste your pleasant words. Right. And you can always tell stingy people because they're always going to tell you what something costs. Okay, go to a barbecue or being in and the guy saying, "Can you believe the price of steaks is $23 a pound now, man?" And drinks are $15 for a 12-pack, and it's crazy these days. And go ahead, have a steak. You eat and drink. Okay, they're inwardly calculating, man, this is going to cost me a fortune. How am I going to financially recover from this? It just makes you sick. Okay? But you can always tell. Okay? Okay. Next one. Simple. Don't speak to a fool, for he will despise the insight of your words. Right? And people won't listen. They just won't listen. So they're not worth talking to. Right? They're going to call you names. Okay? 10 and 11. Don't move an ancient boundary marker, and don't encroach on the fields of the fatherless, for their Redeemer, capital R, is strong, and he will take up their case against you. Do you want to fight God? I don't. 12. Apply yourself to discipline and listen to words of knowledge. Right? Apply yourself to discipline. Incline thine heart to instruction, and listen to words of knowledge. You big memorize all these things. Okay, 13 and 14. Don't withhold discipline from a youth. If you beat him with a rod, he will not die. Strike him with a rod, and you will rescue his life from Sheol, or hell, as we call it today. Okay. And it says hell over here, or from destruction. Discipline your kids. Don't be afraid to spank them. Don't beat them, but you can give them a swat. Put them back in line. Right. It's much better for you to do it when they're young than for the police or the courts to do it when they're older. It'll be much worse for them then. Right. Next one, my son, if your heart is wise, my heart will indeed rejoice. My innermost being will cheer when your lips say what is right. Don't you love hearing your kids speak the right things, wisdom, stuff they were taught? Okay. The next one, don't let your heart envy sinners. Instead, always fear the Lord. Then you will have a future, and your hope will not fade. And I don't know why that's pink, right? Because this is just this one here. Don't envy sinners. Don't let your heart envy sinners. Follow the Lord instead. Follow, fear, revere, respect. Listen, my son, and be wise. Keep your mind on the right course. Don't associate with those who drink too much wine or with those who gorge themselves on meat. For the drunkard and the glutton will become poor, and grogginess will clothe them in rags. Drunkenness, grogginess. Right? The sleeper, it says over here. Right? Teach your kids not to hang around these kind of people, okay? Take them to church where they have wholesome friendships. Right? Listen to your father who gave you life, and don't despise your mother when she's old. Honor your parents, right? Okay, buy and do not sell truth, wisdom, instruction, and understanding. Right? Buy truth, do not sell truth, wisdom, instruction, and understanding. Don't sell these things. Give them freely. Motivational speakers trying to sell you their wisdom. For $29.95, I'll tell you how to do this. The father of a righteous son will rejoice greatly, and one who fathers a wise son will delight in him. Let your father and mother have joy, and let her who gave you birth to you rejoice. Right? Make your parents proud. Okay, the next one. My son, give me your heart, and let your eyes observe my ways. For a prostitute is a deep pit, and a stranger is a narrow well. Indeed, she sits in ambush like a robber, and increases those among men who are unfaithful. Right? You stay away from that kind of stuff, right? It was the most prevalent problem back then because they didn't have all the media and the entertainment that they do now. Okay. Now this one, it's all together. Okay. This whole section is about drunkenness, right? And alcohol. Okay. We'll read this. Who has woe? Who has sorrow? Who has conflicts? Who has complaints? Who has wounds for no reason? Right? You wake up and where did that come from? Who has red eyes? Those who linger over wine and those who go looking for mixed wine or mixed drinks. Don't gaze at wine because it is red when it gleams in the cup and goes down smoothly. In the end, it bites like a snake and stings like a viper. Your eyes will see strange things and you will say absurd things. Ever talk to a drunk person? Right? They say absurd things. Right? Speak perversities. You'll be like someone sleeping out at sea or lying down on the top of a ship's mast. They struck me, but I feel no pain. They beat me, but I didn't know it. When will I wake up? I will look for another drink. Right? Now, drunkenness, you wake up and you feel like you've been run over by a truck. Who beat me up? Why do I feel so bad? Right? That's good. Right? All the wiles of getting drunk. So, there you have it. That's the second of the section of the 30 wise sayings we're supposed to memorize. Okay, you're supposed to know these and have them ready on your lips at all times. Okay, we'll touch on them real quick. When you sit down to dine with a ruler, consider carefully what is before you and put a knife to your throat if you have a big appetite. Don't desire his choice food, for that food is deceptive. Right? And we said Usually, when a simple person dines with us, they're going to watch you, okay? They're going to see how you treat people, how you treat the waiters, how you treat your food, right? They can tell a lot by a person by watching how he acts, right? If you're all proud and haughty and you look down on people. Don't wear yourself out to get rich and stop giving your attention to it, okay? Or as soon as your eyes fly to it, it disappears, makes wings for itself, and flies like an eagle to the sky. Easy, right? There's people that spend their whole life trying to get rich, and at the end of their life, they're going, wait, what do you mean my life's over? I'm not rich yet. And you wasted your whole life, right? And don't eat a stingy person's bread, or somebody is inwardly calculating, like somebody swallowing a hair in the throat. Right? They tell you to eat and drink and enjoy yourself, but inside they're going, this is going to cost me a fortune. And they'll tell you, do you know how much that costs? Just to try and get you to, and then you'll feel bad. Okay. Waste your pleasant words. Don't speak to a fool. He will despise the inside of your words. Right? Fools won't listen. Right? Especially if you speak truth and they can't counter that with an untruth. They're going to just call you names and yell at you and despise you. You see it all the time. Don't move ancient boundary markers. Okay? Encroachment. Apply yourself to discipline and listen to words of knowledge. Right? Simple. Don't withhold discipline from a youth. If you beat him with a rod, he will not die. Strike him with a rod, and you will rescue his life from Sheol or hell. Right? You teach them something is bad when they are young, and when they're old, they won't do it. Okay? Then if your heart is wise, my heart will indeed rejoice. My innermost being will cheer when your lips say what is right. Right? Teach your kids the right things to say when they're young. When they're older, you will be proud of them. Don't let your heart envy sinners. Instead, always fear the Lord. Then you will have a future and your hope will never fade. Right? There's these sinners, these rich, powerful people, and people envy them. I want to be like that. No, you don't want to be like that. Okay? You don't know what their life was like when the cameras go off. Yeah? Be wise and keep your mind on the right course. Okay? Don't associate with drunks and gluttons. Right? They become poor, and grogginess, sleepiness, laziness will clothe them in rags. You don't want to hang around people like that. Listen to your father who gave you life, and don't despise your mother when she is old. Honor your parents. God was very serious about that when he said, honor your father and mother. Okay? Buy and don't sell truth, wisdom, instruction, and understanding. Get it. Don't charge people for it. Okay? The father of a righteous son will rejoice greatly, and one who fathers a wise son will delight in him. Let your father and mother have joy, and let her who gave you birth to you rejoice. Right? Be righteous kids. Right? Be righteous for your parents. Okay. My son, give me your heart. Let your eyes observe my ways. Set an example for your kids. Right? They're going to do whatever you do. Okay, whether it be in word or deed. Okay, it's important. That first part is important. Observe my ways. And then we won't read this over again about alcoholism, drunkenness. Right? So, there you go. That's the second of our 30 sayings we are supposed to memorize. Keep them ready on your lips. Okay. So, there you have it. Stay tuned later today. We are still in the book of Luke. I think we're starting either chapter 2 or there's more of chapter 1 to read today. So I think it's more of 1. So stay tuned for that later. Give us a like if you think about it. And have a good Sunday. See you later.